Greg Ehrenberg here with another Awesemo PrizePicks video for the NFL preseason action on Saturday. We'll be looking through all the games on tonight's slate, looking at some fantasy point totals, over-unders. If you guys are new to PrizePicks, head on over to the site. Use the promo code Awesemo when you make your first deposit. Get up to a $100 bonus match on that first deposit. The first player I'm looking at on PrizePicks is Keyshawn Vaughn for over 4.4 fantasy points. The key here is if you look at the depth chart for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's filled with a lot of veterans at running back. There's Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, Giovanni Bernard. You look at Keyshawn Vaughn, he was a high draft pick for them last year, and he figures to get the bulk of the carries today. So as a result, we have him projected for over 10 fantasy points over on Awesemo.com today. Then you look at his fantasy projection on PrizePicks, only 4.4. He's one of the most confident over picks on the board. The next player I'm looking at is Ameer Abdullah for over 3.3 fantasy points. Abdullah, the running back for the Minnesota Vikings. And with him, another guy who in our projections, we are expecting to get the bulk of the carries in a similar situation that we had with Keyshawn Vaughn in my first pick. So Ameer Abdullah, we have him projected to be one of the top overall fantasy producers for Saturday night slate. Dalvin Cook, probably not going to play a massive role just because he's going to play such a big role in the regular season. No need to get him a bunch of reps in the preseason. Alexander Madison, he's going to play a role, but it looks like Abdullah should get the bulk of the carries. Feel pretty comfortable about him having more than 3.3 fantasy points. The final player I'm looking at, it's going to be an under, and that is Jameis Winston for under 5.3 fantasy points. And Jameis Winston is an excellent fantasy producer. The issue is with preseason, a lot of quarterbacks are probably going to be playing today for the Saints. We currently have 4 guys projected to get snaps under center. Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, Ian Book, and Trevor Siemian all expected to get snaps. With that in mind, it's really hard to imagine that any one guy has a massive floor. So it looks like Winston probably a little more likely to hit the under than his over. We have him projected for about 3.8 fantasy points today. So those are a few of my favorite picks today on PrizePicks. The over for Keyshawn Vaughn, the over for Ameer Abdullah, and the under for Jameis Winston. If you guys want to get action on those plays, head on over to PrizePicks.com. Use the promo code Awesemo. Get up to a $100 match bonus on your first deposit.